Okay, let's face it, none of this will make you shoot faster, but they do something else. Hey, Trackers here. Today I want to go through one of the most arguably hated optic mount on the internet, the GBRS Hydra. And if you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. We aim to publish a new video every 2 weeks, so stay tuned. So here's the Hydra. I paid $500 after its launch and used it for training, airsofting, contracting. And besides how it looks to different people, it's a compact yet very capable little package. And just like everything else, it has its pros and cons. The first pro of GBRS Hydra is how it accommodates modern loadouts. Height like this was the golden standard because the majority of the platforms we're using today were developed back into the Cold War. This is a classic loadout of a Cold War soldier. So no headsets, no night vision, no plate carriers, no nothing. With this configuration, I can shoot fairly fast with low sights. However, when we started adding more gear, things changed significantly. As you can see, without the Hydra, as I added more and more gear, it became increasingly harder for me to aim, and my posture changed significantly as well. With the GBRS Hydra, as long as I remember my hold-off, shooting slick is shooting in kit, and shooting in kit is shooting slick. Well, let's see this in action by using 5 different configurations. Even when you are wearing an unrealistic amount of gear, the Hydra can still help you get through the threshold fast. As you can see, regardless of what gear I put on my body, my shooting speed and my body posture doesn't really change. So the true argument is, higher mounts will not make you shoot faster, but for people who have to wear kits, it will prevent everything and anything from slowing you down. The second pro of the GBRS Hydra is it eliminates the need of a quad rail. In fact, the only reason why I was willing to spend $500 for my first Hydra is, in contract, sometimes we got a rifle sanded in this configuration. And just with this little rail space, it was unrealistic to put lasers, sights, thermals, magnifiers, and flashlights without using something, well, like a Hydra. And if we consider the Hydra is both an elevated optic mount and a quad rail replacement, its current price point makes more sense. The most common rails that hold zero are something like the Daniel Defense LKAC, and either would cost you around $400 by itself. And if you add another elevated optic mount, like the Unity, you will be spending over $500 plus gunsmithing to get the same function as the Hydra. Even if you are living in the States where parts and gunsmithing is not a problem, eliminate the need of a quad-railed Hodel Zero will give you access to lighter and slimmer handguards like the carbon fiber or M-locks. The third pro of a GBRS Hydra is, by putting a laser and sights at a higher place, it reduces the chance of equipment damages. In fact, certain optics offer the best-in-class clarity, but they use glues to hold everything together. And overseas, I see some melt, some break, some delaminate when mounting too close to the ejection port or the piston. Especially on the AKs. That's why Russian Special Forces members told me they have a rather particular preferences on their optics. By putting lasers and optics on a higher place, it will help you reduce damages, especially if you are paying by yourself or you have something that cannot be warranted like the full power pack 15s. Even if the information I just offered can debunk lots of misunderstandings about the Hydra design on the internet, the Hydra itself still suffers from its cons. The first con of GBRS Hydra is not the design, but a rather early stage marketing fail. When they dropped the V1, the price point was not $300, but $550. While I understand that R&D for small businesses are extremely costly and risky, $550 is just too much for something that is completely new in its category. And when they realized no one wanted to pay $500 for the Hydra V1, well, except me, they naturally bring the price all the way down to $300. And ideally, you don't want to promote deflation to your own brand, as that will hurt your brand image and sales. The second con of GBRS Hydra is its height. With the traditional optic height, because I have so much room to maneuver, because they're so low, I have so much space to compress. But with Hydra, it's always on my chest. Sometimes even worse. Oh, ah. So if you use the Hydra, be very mindful of how you maneuver your rifle. Otherwise, you could end up like this. Overall, I think the Hydra is not a niche product for SMGs only, but an invalid attempt at solving the restrictions of modern gear loadouts. So what do you think about the Hydra? If you have any questions about the video, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.